the movie that I went to go see, Sound of Freedom,
I saw that
this week. It's an amazing movie. I think you should go see it. It'll help you out. So I wanted to say that, and there's a lot of people online that are talking trash about it, and saying it's from QAnon or that Jim Caviezel's a Catholic and all this sort of stuff. It is what it is.
Those Catholics.
Yeah, they're talking trash about my Catholics. So that's all right. That people can have their opinions, but I have mine. So
me too, bro.
And I got a boatload of kids, and I love them to death. And I couldn't imagine coming home to an empty bed.
Oh God!
Knowing that one of them was taken away from me. So keep all those,
and
the millions of kids in your prayers tonight.
Yes.
Go ahead, Billy.
Yeah.
So most of us don't see the sex trafficking trade firsthand, right? And it's not just with children. When I was a drug addict and I was using, I used to get drugs off of this guy that would post up in a hotel. And he would post up in one room of a hotel, and he would have a hotel full of drug addict women. And he would post their pictures and their images on Backpage, if you guys remember Backpage, right? Mm-hmm. And he would post his phone number. He would post his phone number on Backpage so that when the Johns called, they would call his number. And he would keep these girls trapped in this hotel with the drugs, holding the drugs over these girls' head. And he would, when they would try to leave, it was a psychological game. When they would try to leave, he would tell them, well, you owe me money for the hotel room. You owe me money for the drugs that I've been giving you. You owe me money for the cigarettes that I bought you. You owe me money for the drugs that I've given you, the food that I bought you. And these girls were trapped in this cycle. And I helped a couple of them get out of it towards the end of my addiction, when I saw, I started seeing the light and started getting it. But I saw this firsthand. Now, these were adult women. These were not kids, but it's real. This guy had 20 to 30 women held up in this hotel. And it's right there outside of Huber Heights. It's right there on what used to be the Little York Road exit. Right there,
Miller Lane,
that Shen Chinese food place, right there on Little York Road. And this guy would have 20 to 30 women held up in a hotel room, making money off of their sex and using drugs over their head. No, it's not the Red Roof Inn. It's on the other side of 75. You know where the Chinese food place is right there? If you're coming up the hill from Huber Heights to Vandalia,
that used to be a Howard Johnson.
I don't even know if it's still there or not, but I saw it firsthand. I would go there to get drugs off this guy, and he would have 20 to 30 women held up in one hotel room, pimping them out and keep them trapped.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I've seen it's horrible, and I didn't realize how bad it is, but I just keep those kids and the women, and I mean, it's awful. And I hate to leave on that note, but I think it's important to talk about, and I'm glad that movie was made. I think more people are talking about it, and there's people we would never even think about that are involved in this sort of stuff. So anyway,
Matt, real quick on that subject, along with the hat, they can go to angel.com.
Yeah.
And click on the link for the
pay it forward free tickets.
They can buy in, and it might be good for people to do that before midnight, because I'm really hoping that Sunday here is going to have a box office haul that exceeds like Indiana Jones again. That'd be awesome, right? Because that'll really bring.
Well, it's already out. It's already outdone Indiana Jones, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, that was one day, and it was really kind of, how when they release movies, they release them at a preview night, so that's why I did that. But it was still great because they have less screens, like half the screens of Indy. But it'd be good to see. So people could still do that tonight. They could go online. I bought 2 tickets today for pay it forward. And,
sure.
And then maybe that'll add up to the ticket sales and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, I took a bunch of teenagers to go see it. Teenage girls and my daughters and their friends. And then we got home. We did the same thing, bought some more tickets. So don't be afraid to get your free tickets. Go do it. I won't keep anybody any longer. Thank you, everyone. All the folks in the comments, all the people watching. Thank you so much. Share this video.
We're continuing, I guess, or how you want to do it, guys? Continuing the same subject, part 2.
Continuing.
Okay.
Part two next week.
All right.
Fellas, stay on the line after we end the broadcast. Thanks so much. We'll talk to y'all later.